So my name is Peter Galambos. I'm substituting Professor Baranyi in this presentation, and I have planned to present 4 TNA projects. And I organized my presentation in a little different way as the previous one. I have made a series of slides for each TNA projects. So let me start with the first one. An open domain conversation with real and virtual robots, Wikitalk. This was the acronym of the project, and the TNA was performed by Graham Wilcock, professor of the University of Helsinki, Finland. This project was performed in the very last month of last year, in December, and this project can be considered as a follow-up of a previous TNA performed by Graham's wife, actually. So this is the reason of the strong connection between the two projects. Okay, next slide. So the goal here was the development of an open domain conversation agent, which is basically a community developed content source and the semantic link structure between the human user and the virtual agent. Normally the conversational agents are closed domain, and they are almost always based on some artificial intelligent entity with no semantically objective link structure in the background. Graham's goal was to establish an open domain counterpart of this conversation engines, and the basic idea was to use the Wikipedia database in a conversation between a virtual agent and the human. This virtual agent was planned to be integrated in the virtual reality, and that's why they have chosen the 3D cave infrastructure of MTA Stzaki, where different virtual shapes, virtual robots, and other characters can be put in the virtual reality. The goal was the TNA project, first of all, was learning about the Virka system, which provides an open development environment for virtual reality and shared virtual reality systems, together with some possibility to drive immersive displays. To study the API of the Virka platform and implement a basic version of the Wikitalk within Virka. Christina Jokinen and Graham Wilcock together was achieved a Python client, a Python module which is ready to post query to Wikipedia and parsing Wikipedia articles. Furthermore, it was managed to integrate this Python-based parser module with the Virka platform. In the first TNA of Christina, it was managed to put a static object in Virka in a form of a module. This slide shows the a component-based architecture of the solution. Here, only a shape of a book symbolized the conversation agent, but in Graham's TNA, it was extended with a humanoid robot, so the user interacted directly with a friendly shaped humanoid. The future goals of the TNA to develop some abstract gesturing component in Virka. Concretely, it means to make an adaptive motion commander which is able to move the the limbs of the humanoid agent according to the content of the Wikipedia article. So the prosody, and some segmentation of the article can be expressed in gesturing as well over the artificial speech. I think, and they also hope that they will be able to continue the work together with us in Virka and integrate a moving robot in form of a conversation agent. So let me move further to the next TNA. The title of the project is Distributed Control in Mobile Robotic Systems, Theoretical Developments and Applications, DCOPER. This is the acronym. This project was performed by Giuseppe Principe, who is a professor of the University of Pisa, Italy. He's a very recognized professor of autonomous mobile robots. His project was performed in last month, in this August, and I think this was a quite valuable project. Giuseppe is dealing with autonomous mobile agents, mainly in robotics, but the roots of this research direction goes back to general biology, artificial intelligence, and distributed computing. He has provided some introductory slides, what I integrated into my slides, and this full series of slides will be shared in Visionair internally, so who is interested, it is possible to study the project in deep. So let me just briefly go through the slides. The research background of the autonomous mobile agents addressed the copying of the behavior of biologic formations like ants, bees, and termites, because they provide a good example of a primitive cooperation, and this example is a good baseline for the mobile robotic research. In more focused, the group behavior of these biologic structures is the target of the mobile robotic research. Giuseppe mobile robots are generally distributed agents with no communication between each other. The robots may know the position and the orientation in the 3D space of the other agents, but high-level commands cannot be transmitted between these mobile agents. So yeah, this is a slides with the keywords: local interactions, autonomous mobile robots, distributed, homogeneous, algorithmic approach, and the teamwork. The concrete goal of the TNA project was the integration of the Sycamore simulation environment to the Virka collaboration platform. The Sycamore is basically an open software which is developed by Giuseppe Principe and his research group. This can be accessed on code.google.com. And this is a Java-based application which is able to host third-party developments in form of plugins, and it provides a simple 3D environment. This is not very sophisticated. Only very simple geometries can be put in the simulation environment, and the system can maintain a database of positions and orientations. So the visualization part of the simulator is not very sophisticated. Using the virtual collaboration arena and the 3D cave system of MTI Stzaki, it is possible to extend the capabilities of Sycamore simulation with very sophisticated visualization tools. For example, the popular Oculus Rift or the large-scale visualization, immersive visualization environment. And it is also possible to add human-controlled intelligent agents to the simulation running in Sycamore using, for example, a Kinect sensor or other tracking devices. So the goal was to add advanced visualization and add sophisticated human interaction capabilities to the Sycamore simulation. The TNA project has really promising results since the agent simulated in Sycamore can now be visualized in the 3D virtual environment offered by Virka. In this way, problems related to collisions and other realistic and physical interactions can be visualized better, and the mathematical background also addressed in further details. Virka is able to communicate to Sycamore in terms of positions, orientations, and external agents can be involved in the simulation environment. And in this way, the Sycamore simulation can be extended in a remote collaboration, since a mobile robot control algorithm can be tested with externally joined mobile robots as well. It practically means that, for example, in Pisa, Giuseppe can start a simulation with a control algorithm, and his research made in Budapest can join to the simulation and control a mobile agent by hand using a conventional mouse, or it is also possible to use immersive visualization and moving around the mobile agents like a walker. As a final consequence, Sycamore can now take advantage in the simulations of data coming from any real external controller, such as Microsoft Kinect or the orientation sensor of Oculus Rift. There are some future goals here. Virka is planned to be involved in education of autonomous mobile robots at the Department of Informatica in University of Pisa. And we are also planning to co-author a research paper about the integration of Virka-based immersive visualization and the Sycamore simulator. It is also important to note that thanks to this TNA project, Virka API was extended with the Java wrapping, and now it is possible to develop Java applications to Virka using all the features what was provided only in C++ till this work in August. So we was very happy to host this TNA project. Finally, I go to the third project, what I have planned to introduce. So two researchers visited us in two distinct terms, Martti Vaino and Juraj Šimko from the University of Helsinki, Finland. Their proposals was very strongly connected to each other. Therefore, I present their work in one common presentation. So Juraj and Martti are dealing with speech analysis in terms of a wavelet transformation of the raw raw data recorded by microphones, and they investigate some higher level aspects of the speech. I'm not a speech expert, so so forgive me for using not perfect terms characterizing their work. So using advanced mathematical analysis techniques, Marty and Uri is able to distinguish different aspects of the recorded speech, focusing on different measures. The output of the analysis are some 2D graphs from MATLAB, and this two-dimensional interpretation is not perfect for getting a hands-on view of each records. Therefore, a real 3D immersive visualization layer would be very beneficial, and Uri and Chimko was working on an immersive visualization layer for his MATLAB-based 2D graph software. One main focus was the prosodic and prosodotopic information of the recorded speech, and on the other hand, the prosodotopic information. Their implementation was started from a recorded wave file, and a MATLAB-based tool was applied to gather information about the tonotopy and prosodotopy of the voice, and the graphs, which was originally produced in 2 dimensions, was transformed in a 3D polygon mesh in the form of an OBJ file, which can be interpreted by Virka directly. And this transformation now sectioned into two distinct parts. In offline, I mean in offline. So the the processing of a wave file was performed in MATLAB, which produce an OBJ, and the OBJ file can be sent to Virka for further analysis. I can conclude the TNA in 3 points. The 3D visualization proved to be an extremely useful tool for investigating complex interactions between the results of tonotopic and prosodotopic analysis in time. Comparison of visual inspection on 2-dimensional computer screen and in the 3D cave environment shows strongly qualitative differences, in particular with respect to details of patterns relevant to speech. For example, a novel phenomenon possibly related to word onsets has been identified and is currently investigated. As a result of the project, they provided a MATLAB implementation of the modeling methodology they provided during their professional research work before, and a 3D visualization converter software was also achieved during the project. The methods which was developed during the TNA is a starting point of a collaboration between University of Helsinki and MTA Stzaki. Finally, let me show a video So the video clip shows the 3D cave environment and the three-dimensional representation of the output of the MATLAB software. So in the immersive cave environment, they were able to share the results of the visualization. They were able to navigate actually inside the graphical representation and study the different artifacts in the 3D polygon mesh. And it is also possible to annotate the 3D mesh in the immersive reality. The system is also collaborative. I mean, it is possible to enter to the same shared virtual reality from different geographical locations, even from large distance.